Welcome to my YouTube channel, How Fast You Go. Today, I'm on Lollygagger. Mike is still in town and decided to do another ride today, so we're just doing a little shuttle from the top of Keene down to the Craft District. Do just a quick little ride before the Labor Day celebrations kick off, so all right, let's get it riding. Decided to do Brewer. Got to turn the GoPro on. Now I got to go catch back up with Mike. And we're doing Brewer today, counterclockwise, which I enjoy, but it's fun both ways. To me, that's just a fun little rip right there. That felt really good on the shoulder too, so getting pretty happy about that. Recovering really well. So this is a good test to see how she does. All right, fun. Lots of nice little rock piles for us to negotiate. Nice. The Brewer Loop, fun ride. It's fun when it's groomed for the winter. We just passed, was it Red Dress? No, that wasn't Red Dress. I don't know what it is. Nice views of the lake. And old Lake Superior, Wisconsin off in the distance. Everything all right? Yeah. Excellent. There you go. Beautiful day. Nice 82 degrees on Labor Day. Bam. This is a fun trail, especially now that my shoulder doesn't hurt. Yeah, still got to take it easy, but still doing all right. Lots of chunk. A couple little sections in here I still struggle with sometimes. But still riding. Never too old. Mike's in his 50s, and I'm in my 60s. You gotta keep pedaling. Bam! They've smoothed that out a lot. This had some. What's that? Yep, and this one used to be really chunky too coming down. Good job for the trail stewards. If you like it smoother, some people may not. All right, we call this the descent to Haynes, down to Haynes. So this is a fun little downhill And again, unless somebody's climbing up. So lots of fun little features on it if you partake. We'll drop there off to the side, almost like a little hip drop maybe, but should be some pretty good hero dirt because this can get a little rubbly and definitely you can fall out on some of this stuff. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that with my shoulder. I felt that one a little bit, so we'll not do that again. Another one up there, a high line. And then we do have a little rock roll coming up here that's always fun. I don't know if Mike will do it or not. That one right there, I know I've had that on video. It is pretty simple, but I don't have my shoulder protection on either, and I probably should do that before I do too much stupid stuff, because I have a tendency to do stupid stuff sometimes without thinking. Just ask my wife, she'll tell you that. But there you go. Here's a quick little descent from Haynes. Last one.
Alrighty.
Enjoy. Can't remember how many switchbacks are on this thing. It's quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember.
I used to count them, but I just don't remember anymore. I think counting made it actually worse. Oops, sorry. All good. Skyline Trail, part of the Duluth Traverse. All the switchbacks down. We are doing a shuttle today, Mike and I. So we will continue on the Traverse. We will hop off the Traverse rather than climbing the Miller Creek Trail up. That is where we will hit the pavement and head back to the vehicle. As you can see, this is all pretty flowy down. There's a couple little tricky turns where it's kind of like some chunky rock and some loose stuff that you got to be content with, but it is not too difficult. Sometimes you will have to maybe put a foot down and be careful. Don't want to slide out on some of it. I know I don't anyways. You can see there's a little rubble in here. Rain tends to wash some of this stuff out as it's coming off downhill. Here's a little rockier one, but again, just choose your lines and roll it. And all that rubble there just can get annoying. But as you see, the bike is capable of doing way more than I am, that's for sure. And this is my Ibis Exie. Got 120 millimeters on the front, 100 on the rear. So definitely not an enduro bike by any means. And it is probably my most common go-to bike. Even though I do have an e-bike, I probably ride this 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times. Nice, Mike. Was that an intended little shroud there? Is that what that was? Another little chunky one here. That one I usually put a foot down just to make sure. Don't have to, but also don't want to fall down on the on the deck. Just a nice roll down. And Valley girls will come out near the bottom. Nice. Just a little chunk. Nothing bad. It is a beautiful Labor Day though. My goodness. And Valley Girls comes out right there. And then we'll come out on Skyline Parkway and we're gonna go on across. Bam. Straight across, sir.
Ooh, that was fun.
Yep.
A lot of work.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Still on the Traverse. This is a much more of a pain climb up because once you finish climbing up this, then you have to go up the Skyline switchbacks. A couple trails cut through here that we saw when I told Mike to stay to the right. But I don't know if they're rogue trails or not, but I believe they're probably rogue trails that somebody's got in there. He wants to go fast down the side, which is okay, but I don't know if they're supposed to be there. So we'll stick to what I know. There's one of those rocks on the trail. But I guess that makes it challenging too, huh? I have seen people stop and move them. I usually don't. Figure they fell there somehow, so they'll fall out somehow. Fun little cruise down here, not too much pedaling. Nice little downhill, eh?
Yes, sir.
All flow. You're good. Open air, open sky. Lake Superior, whoops. Lake Superior off there in the distance. Wisconsin on the other side. Camera looks like it might be a little low. Let me see if I can adjust this back up a little bit. Maybe there. Maybe a little bit better there. Nice. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Either way works. Get some speed and ripper. Nice. fun trail. So we will be ending up, we just met at the Hungry Hippie. Fun little trail. Again, part of the Duluth Traverse. This section is more fun heading west to east, but if you're doing the race across Duluth, which I'll link up on the right, ooh, that rock is not nice. If you're doing the race across Duluth, you are going to be coming the opposite direction, which is painful for me. All right, there you go. End of the great ride, now the pavement. All right, Mike and I finished up a nice, almost 9-mile shuttle, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, a little over 8 maybe. So started up here at Keene. I'm in the Keene parking lot, so right at the top of Keene. The Keene trail heads right over there behind that silver truck starts the Keene trail. Top of Keene, which will take you all the way down towards Spirit as part of the Duluth Traverse. So fun trail. So fun ride, did the Brewer Loop, hit a lot of the Traverse heading down, and then cut off. Instead of going up Miller Creek Trail, we headed on downtown, and nice fun ride. So hey, hope you're having a great happy Labor Day. If you would, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Share the video, let people know, and as always, get outside. Thanks for watching.